Hello there, my Scorpio collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh, Capricorn, the Five of Wands. Well, let's see where you're at here, Scorpio. What's up? Some of you need to avoid that Five of Wands. You're getting stuck in something. You're getting stuck in something. That's kind of the vibe with you. Mindful of being stuck, stagnant, or stranded. Where are you at, Scorpios? Four of Pentacles, Scorpio with the Knight. Yeah. Who or what's trying to keep you stuck or stagnant? It's all about the stagnation. You think you're moving forward, but you're not. It's that Five of what? Lord have mercy. Mindful of the company you keep, Scorpios. Y'all been pulling that energy. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't, Scorpios. Don't be overwhelmed, but you need to be paying attention. Aries with the Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands. Oh. The Emperor brings false promises. The Emperor brings false promises. Aries vibe here. With the Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands. Look, street smart and wise. Those of you dating, those of you online dating, and those of you that's you're not making maybe some of the smartest choices right now. You need to pay attention. Didn't you pull that Mirage energy? Or no, that was Aries, wasn't it? Scorpios, if you're dealing with an Aries, I think it was Aries. Look for the one with like pyramids and vibes on it. This feels more like common sense vibes with you, Scorpios, so take what's yours, leave what's not. I feel like the astrology on this. The Five of Wands. This is what keeps you stuck or stagnant, or those of you, this has nothing to do with you, so don't be stuck or stagnant here. Boy, for fuck's sake, Scorpios. You know what I feel like, Scorpios? Your guardian angels have you by the back of the fucking shirt half the time, trying to prevent you from, some of you going into some very not so smart vibes here. So, no unnecessary risks, Scorpios. No unnecessary risk. Queen of Pentacles, there's the Lover's vibe, there's the Ten of Cups, there's the King of Pentacles, there's the Hanged One vibe, and there's the Ten of Pentacles. There's like the perfect option or opportunity waiting for you, and then you're kind of getting sidetracked. You're kind of getting sidetracked. I almost feels like an interesting work vibe with you. With the King and the Queen of Pentacles showing up here. But, damn. With the Emperor vibes as well. Those of you with the workplace, I don't know what the fuck you got going on in the workplace. Take your time with something. Your boss will always be your boss. HR will always be HR. And make sure you're making some really smart choices. Because that Five of Wands energy is those of you that's attracted to that. So it's like you see the red flags, you see the no swimming, you see the no entry, you see what you need to see, but you're trying to well, you're just going in and doing your Scorpio thing here. So the decisions that you're making. Now do take what's yours and leave what's not here, Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, let them do their thing, because this This is kind of Scorpio's shadow work. This is what Scorpio needs to be focusing on. This is when Scorpio fucks it up and starts making non-smart decisions because they're not really paying attention to what they need to. Those of you dating, mindful of the dating vibes and mindful of the work energy with you. Judgment vibes, the Queen of Wands. There's the Eight of Cups. There's the Sun vibe. Yeah. Scorpio, you need to do your shadow work. You need to do your shadow work. I feel like there's not really a complexity on this. Some of you, you know what you need to pay attention to. You know what you need to be mindful of. This is about you knowing you. You can't really blame your partners or the options or the opportunities you get yourself sort of stuck or stagnant in because you willingly go into the places where you know it's not no unnecessary risk. I don't know, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know your life, but no unnecessary risks. You see all the red flags. It's like the red flags are there. There's this abundant energy for you. There's this happiness energy with you. There's this for some of you, a very happy, healthy kind of option or opportunity. But you need to be mindful of the distractor vibes. You need to make sure you're doing your shadow work here, Scorpios. And some of y'all, let's get out of your feels. It's the party vibes with you. It's the dating. It's the hooking up. It's doing things that you know aren't very good for you. You've overcome your shadow work. Some of you, you can't date somebody that has the same vices that you've overcome. And why you think that would even be a smart idea in the first place. So you need to pull your energy back and prioritize yourself. Because you're kind of fucking up the perfect kind of option or opportunity here because you were definitely being sidetracked. That King, Queen of Pentacles, the vibe on this. So some of you are in that sort of Six of Swords situationship energy where you're letting your emotions overwhelm you. That is like the life preserver energy. That's like the old-fashioned like lifesaver things. So take your time. The thing with you is you know better. So this is just you kind of fucking off and wanting to, I don't know, now's not the time to be tempting the fate. Some of you, no unnecessary risk. You don't need to. You don't need to work that hard for this sort of option or opportunity wanting to come in for you with that King and Queen of Pentacles. Whatever the fuck your shadow self is, whatever shadow work you need to do. I feel like your shadows are showing themselves. It's almost like you've eclipsed your own sort of energy here. And now you're, I don't know, it's, you know, you keep getting sidetracked, even though your common sense tells you that's not the smartest idea. I don't know your life here. So some of you, you really know that's not the smartest fucking thing to do. Take what's yours and leave what's not. Some of you, it's the dating vibes. You can't date somebody that has the same vice that you've overcome. You're working harder and you're complicating things that really shouldn't be that complicated. Yeah, you're complicating things that shouldn't be that complicating. Yeah, it's complicating. For fuck's sake, if you date anybody that tells you it's complicated, next. So sweet Jesus here, Scorpio. Pay attention to what Aries is doing. Some of you with like the work vibes. Something or someone is keeping you stuck because the vibes are you're not going anywhere, but you're stuck in that Five of Wands. So you're kind of stuck in a shitty sort of vibe. Some of you, I mean, literally with the Five of Wands, I don't know your life. Take what's yours and leave what's not. That's not a smart idea. That's just not a smart idea. Those of you pay a little extra attention if you're online dating. I feel like some of you, that's, I don't know. It's like the dating vibes. Or you can't date somebody that has the same vice that you've overcome. There's the Five of Swords. There's the Six of Pentacles. Over top of that is the King of Wands. between the Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. There's the Three of Pentacles. Those of you dating and friendships in the workplace. Your boss is always going to be your boss. HR is always going to be HR. And those of you wanting a promotion. The thing with you, Scorpio, I feel like you don't have to do anything. You could literally just sit there and fucking go through the motions and you're going to be fine. This is when you're getting tempted, you're getting sidetracked, and you know that's not a smart idea, but your ass goes and do it anyway. That's the sort of vibe with you. So I don't know if you're bored or you're looking for this sort of excitement energy. Maybe take a class, exercise class, jiu-jitsu, something like that. So that way you don't get bored. Because I feel like right now, you need to be mindful that you're just not attracted to the red flags. For some of you, it almost feels like boredom energy with you. Yeah, because there's the Four of Swords. There's the Page of Wands. Oh, yeah, there's the Wheel of Fortune. Look, I don't feel like you could sit there and not do nothing and you're going to be just fine. But then you kind of want to muck up the vibe. Because the card that came out for you was the Five of Wands. So already it's a shitty situation. Already it's not going to benefit you at all. It's messy as fuck. So going into it, it's messy as fuck. And you know this. But yet, there you go. Going into that Five of Wands situationship. King of Cups to the Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's the truth. Now take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. This feels rather specific, and you know you. And those of you, because you know, this is like you see. You know it's not the smartest idea. If you're a religious person, you're a spiritual person, you believe in guardian angels, even your guardian angels are trying to hold you back from this, and there you go just fucking off and getting yourself into trouble here. Because it's already a 501 situation. So, that's not smart. That's not smart. Some of you can't date somebody that has the same vice that you've overcome. So, emphasis on Capricorn with you and your shadow self. Some of you, that shouldn't even be a conversation that you have to have. You know it's a bad idea to begin with. So why aren't you trusting your instincts and your intuition? Ace of Cups, there's the Nine of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, and there on top of that, there's the World vibes. Take what's yours, leave what's not. I mean, I feel like those of you that's making sensible choices, this is for those of you that aren't making some of the most sensible choices. Because the Five of Wands come out, so you know it was a bad idea anyway. I do feel like it's a dating vibe with you, or those of you dating in the workplace, or the friendship vibe. Your boss is always going to be your boss. HR is always going to be HR. You got like the perfect fucking option or opportunity with the King and Queen of Pentacles. But for some of you, that's probably a very boring relationship or partnership. So if you start dating somebody that's overcome the same things that you've overcome, so you're both very mindful of that, and that's a part of the relationship or partnership. And it's not like a codependency. You're whatever the fuck your shadow self is. And that's going to be different for all of you. Take what's yours and leave what's not. And that's like the perfect kind of working relationship, partnership, option, or opportunity. But for some of you, it's going to be very fucking boring. And you're more enticed with the not so boring vibes here, Scorpio. Work, love, life. It feels the work vibes. And then when it comes to those of you dating, I feel like it's a dating vibe. But it could be friendships. I don't know. Take what's yours and leave what's not. You know your shadow self. You know what shadow work you need to do. You know what you've overcome. You know moving forward. Some of you know it's a bad idea before you even think about it. But there you go. Because I feel like the red flags are there. And there you go, just... The King and Queen of Pentacles is the perfect vibe. But you both are very mindful. And for some of you, it's going to be it's going to be just an average relationship or partnership. You're not going to have all the sort of thrills. It's not going to be... You're not going to feel like there's anything... You'd much rather choose the relationship or partnership that creates not so positive vibes for you instead of sticking with the one that is very grounded and focused, and for some of you very boring. But really what you need, you know your shadow self, so take what's yours and leave what's not. And this isn't going to be everybody's vibe, so that's okay. That's okay. Ace of Swords with the Ace of Cups. The thing is, it's not a smart idea. So you're well aware of the choices that you're making. You're well aware of what you need to be aware of. You need that Five of Wands instead of staying in the happy, perfect. Some of you, yes, a little boring, because whatever the hell your shadow work is, whatever the hell your shadow self is, whatever the hell you've overcome, all this work vibes, though. I mean, your boss is always going to be your boss. HR is always going to be HR. Maybe you need to work on a work life sort of perspective here. What's your favorite astrologer? I feel like even the astrology of this is mindfulness. It's mindfulness. So you don't go back into the same kind of vibes. Ask your spirit helpers, number 15. Capricorn vibe. Call on your healer guides. 14. Sagittarius, Temperance Angel. Oh, I love you, Scorpios. Take what's yours and leave what's not. If you're cross-watching for Scorpio, this could be kind of the energy that they're in. This is those that have perfect relationships or partnerships, but it's kind of the boredom. I say boredom, but it's just they don't have all that sort of fucked up, messy energy with the Five of Wands. So, I don't know. If you're cross-watching for Scorpio, give them space, because they're not going to be much use to you in this energy. They're making some not so sensible choices. You got like the perfect option, the perfect opportunity there. I don't feel like you need to do anything. But this is where you get bored. Because the first card that came out was the Five of Wands. So... over top of Sagittarius, you got the Two of Cups. Call on your healer guides. Ask your spirit helpers, number 15. You got the Knight of Swords. Talk this out, work this out, figure this out. There's a boredomness to this, but some of you, that's kind of what you need, Scorpio. Those of you that's dating, I feel like those of you that's dating, this is some of you, the conversations you need to have right at the beginning of the relationship or partnership, so that you don't, and some of you don't even try to date somebody, because it isn't going to work. You don't need that extra temptation. So mindful of the temptation vibe. With the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, you can talk this out, work this out, and figure this out on your own. You know what your shadow self is. So take what's yours and leave what's not. Really take care of yourself here, Scorpios. No unnecessary risks. Like, seriously, no unnecessary risks. Pay attention. If you believe in angels, even your guardian angels are like trying to hold you back by the back of your shirt because you're just fucking going off and doing some stupid shit. Some of you literally stay out of the water. Scorpios, stay the fuck out of the water. You need to overcome boredom. You need to overcome boredom. Although it's not really boredom. You're just used to all this conflict. You're just so used to all this. There having to be so much going on that you don't really know how to just rest and relax and be happy and comfortable. Because that King and Queen of Pentacles, you both have them lifesaver vests on. It's given that the old school circle lifesavers. You know you, take what's yours and leave what's not. This isn't going to be for all of you, and that's okay. Do your shadow work. Do your shadow work. Talk it out, work it out, and figure it out. Those of you that's dating, you can't date somebody if they have the vice that you've overcome. You shouldn't even think about that. Some of you, that's a conversation you need to have on the first date. So that way you understand that. You understand that and they understand. It kind of feels like you need to understand that. Make smart choices here. No unnecessary risks. For fuck's sake, no unnecessary risks. Good luck, God bless, take what's yours, and leave the rest, Scorpios. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light.